Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you are finding this. First card out for you is completion with the sacral chakra. I feel like a chapter is coming to a close, and I'm seeing on this image, it's almost like you're saying goodbye to your old self, to versions of you that have learned the lessons that they needed to learn and been through the karmic cycles they needed to go through, but you're coming out stronger on the other side, and there's a sort of new dawn emerging. So let's read more into it. Ooh, we have the lizard spirit coming through. I've had this deck for many years, and I've used it in many readings, and I don't know if the lizard spirit ever actually came out for anyone. So this is very special. The lizard is highly adaptable and does well in many different situations. Some of you may be fitting into multiple groups of people, or you have this multidimensional personality. So you can be like an artist or creator, but you can also be this stern, cutthroat business person, but you could also be a very soft, compassionate, beautiful friend. And it's like you fit into so many different boxes, and that is the complexity of your personality. You don't need to fit a certain mold, and I feel like the lizard spirit teaches you that and empowers you in that way to accept all facets of your personality. And I don't know, I'm getting the sense of like mourning the loss of the person that you used to be, or the opportunities that once were. Some of you may be mourning in general if you've lost a loved one, or mourning the loss of someone who's still alive, someone who you may have had a falling out with. I'm just seeing something here about letting go of who you once were, shedding your old skin, just like the lizard does. And also another thing about the lizard spirit is that they handle high levels of heat, high levels of intensity. And I feel like you're in a very intense, highly transformative time in your life this week, and you're handling it beautifully, and somehow you're still managing to keep the ship afloat in a critical storm of your life where a lot is changing around you drastically. And it reminds me of like a kundalini awakening, when you rise the energies within you, when you do massive soul integration and healing and spiritual work. Sometimes if you go a little bit too far with that, yes, you will ascend to much higher planes of existence and vibrations, but you can also go absolutely crazy in the process, because as you change your internal landscape, your internal reality, as you transform vibrationally, your external reality will also change and transform, because everything that you see around you, the house that you live in, the people you associate with, the environments you have, the opportunities or lack thereof that you have, they're all reflections of your internal energy. So when you do a massive amount of internal change or shifts in one sitting, yeah, it can change so much about your reality, and vice versa. It's that crazy song and dance, with your internal energies and the outer energies. So there may be big changes outside of you, and it changes your internal landscape, and vice versa. And that's why it's so easy to get into spirals downward or upwards, because it's like you change something within yourself and your external environment changes. And then because your external environment changes, you change within. It's a song and dance that can easily lead to spirals. And this is important wisdom and information to have, because when you have this information, you can consciously choose to have upward cycles and upward spirals, and choose to react differently in normal situations that would have you triggered and put into a low vibrational state of mind. You can breathe through it, calm down, and choose peace instead. So, I don't know. I'm just seeing that. We have here and now. And while they have a red flag that says you are here And there's two signs, one leading to the past. Oh gosh, one leading to the future. And I'm going to read this from the book because I just so happen to have the booklet right next to me. And I've used this deck for a long time, and I never used to read the book for it like at all. So I want to get into it now that I actually have the book. So let's see what this card means. It is 32, not 22. Number 22 might be important for you though. You may be seeing repeating twos, or the number 32 may be important. If I could find this page, oh my gosh. 32, here we are, here and now. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So that's beautiful. There's miracle making energy for you right now. And even on the card itself, you know, we have someone here and they're on an egg with an open doorway. Eggs represent new beginnings, prosperity, and something new is able to hatch in your life if you focus on the here and now and the abundance that exists for you right now. Your abundance of ideas, your abundance of things you could be doing to support your goals, to be in alignment with what you want, to be in alignment with yourself and your highest path. We're going to pick 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Light Seers Tarot, and see what you'll experience this week in further elaboration. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you may be feeling a little bit frustrated because it may be that you don't feel like you have enough money left over to really enjoy things or live quite luxuriously. There may be quite a few things on your list of things you want to purchase, things you want to buy, but you can't right now because you don't want to spend your money in a stupid way, you know? So this is a very temporary period that will pass, but I do feel like a lot of you may be considering budgeting, somehow manifesting more money, or creating more discipline with your finances. So there is that. We have the Empress. Okay, this is beautiful. See, this is actually prosperity. This is the ability to manifest all of your dreams, desires, and wishes if you are able to fine-tune your internal energies in the present moment, like the here and now card said, and the Empress shows you doing just that. Also, I'm seeing here there may be some relevant pregnancies in your life with the people around you. There may be people, and this could be you as well, who are like fertile with new ideas or things that are in development. In development, not yet released to the world. It's like being in that egg, and within that egg, there is still a baby bird or something or reptile growing. It's not ready to be released yet. Same thing with like cocoons. There's still a moth or a butterfly being formed within it, or a pregnant belly. It's still formulating, it's still growing. And I feel this is a week where your ideas are still growing and you're putting a lot of conscious energy into that and trying to feed your soul with things that are in alignment with this growth that is happening. Almost like a mother who is trying to feed her body all of the good, nutritious meals that is needed for her baby to grow. It's like you're growing some significant things in your life. You're building a momentum in your life, and you're putting more of a conscious thought and effort into, okay, what is helping and what is hurting. So that's interesting. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. I do not like this card in reverse. Let me tell you why. This card in reverse shows wearing rose-colored glasses and being disillusioned, specifically disillusioned into thinking that something may be better or more okay than it is. It's like you need to take something more seriously and realize how it is harming you. For some of you, this could be a person who's harmful to you, and you wear rose-colored glasses and ignore all their red flags. This could also be your own behavior towards yourself. Like you may think there's no harm in, for example, like using social media for like, here and there throughout the day. But it's like if you actually went in your settings on your phone and looked at the time you're spending doing it, and it's several hours, that's a lot more harmful than you initially realized. So whenever the Seven of Cups comes out in reverse, it gives me that sort of disillusionment where it's like, this is okay, this is fine, like I'm surviving, I'm floating, like it's okay to be doing this thing. And it's a lot more negatively impactful on you than you realize. And I commonly see the Seven of Cups come out in reverse in relationship or love readings, for example, when someone is with someone else who shows a lot of red flags and is clear as day, trying to show that they're not interested in the same things, but the person receiving the reading, or the person receiving the Seven of Cups reversed, may try to persuade themselves that like, oh no, like they'll fall in love, it'll be fine, like, and it's not. It's like you're disillusioning yourself. You're wearing these rose-colored glasses. It's asking you to take a deeper look into things in life and make sure that everything is in alignment with your greatest good, like we said. So, second row of cards out. Fourth card is the Chariot. Very, very positive energy here, moving forward, moving out of your comfort zone as well. Here, and I feel like you're successfully doing this week, where it's like maybe in the beginning of the week, you are, or shortly after watching this, you are really paying attention to everything in your life and getting real with yourself about what needs to change. What areas of life have you been lying to yourself about, or did you realize, or you kind of like pushed it aside as not a huge problem? And I feel like you are going out of your comfort zone to let those things go and to move forward. It's like you're finding the things in your life that have been out of alignment with you, and you work very quickly to put things back in alignment in your life so you can start moving forward rapidly again. And doing this will be out of your comfort zone. Let me just clarify that, because right now your comfort zone involves and is used to some people or some situations that are not quite good for you. So whenever you release a habit, add a new habit, release a person, add a new person, it feels like a lot of energy because, again, it's not your comfort zone. But you are doing it, you're focusing on it, and you're making the change now. You're not procrastinating it. So that's amazing. We have the Page of Wands. How liberating. I'm also seeing a ton of passion, new energies coming forward. It's like a brand new start. Like I said, you guys feel like you're mourning the loss of your old self, but this new self, this new skin underneath is very much like more in alignment with what you want to manifest. Like the old you may have distracted yourself a lot with social media or video games or toxic relationships or something like that. The new you doesn't do that. And this new you, it's like you just shed your skin. So that softer, more vulnerable skin still exists. And you may need to be a little bit more conscientious about staying on track with this new you and protecting this new you and getting used to it. And it may expend a little bit of your effort and conscious awareness to do this, but it's going to be so worth it. I love this, actually. Page of Wands next to the Chariot, right underneath that Empress. There is some crazy abundance in your life and passion, new energies. It feels like you're just excited for the future. Honestly, like you're excited with everything you're doing in the present moment and how it'll grow, and you're excited to see where this will go and everything that will become of what's happening right now. So that's really cool. It's like using the example of a pregnant woman. It's like she's pregnant this week. She's still growing, but she's so excited to meet this child and get to know its personality and see what will become of its life. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. It obviously doesn't have to be you pregnant or having a child. This is literally just you excited to see what will come of the different projects and things that you are growing in your life right now. And lastly, we have the Queen of Cups. This is you in your highest power, in your highest energy, super compassionate, spiritually connected, creative, inspired, all of that good stuff, really in harmony with the people around you. And it's like you're using your spiritual, esoteric wisdom to make a lot of positive change in your life. You know how the law of attraction works and how important it is to be surrounded by the objects, the people, the habits that do align you with what you're trying to manifest and who you are authentically. And you're using all of your esoteric wisdom to make positive change in your life this week, essentially. So a lot of you may feel more guided to do things using like law of attraction, witchcraft, or something like that, or just connect more spiritually. There's a lot of divine feminine energy within you this week. So you're going within to find the answers, and it's like you're not chasing anything. You are attracting. You are changing your internal energy and perspective and mind and personality. And because of that, your outer reality changes. And we mentioned in the beginning of your reading that Kundalini rising, and how sometimes it can be a little frightening because when you awaken so much energy within you so quickly, your entire reality changes quickly. But some of you guys may want that and need that because you're just like sick of the current reality you're in. So I mean, go for it if that's your vibe. Do your research though. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say there. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you. Bye.